All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's virtual workshop. I'm Lauren Browning with Quality Assurance International, and I'm excited to have so many of you joining us today to learn about the organic certification standards for coffee. We'll get the workshop started today with a little bit about QAI and NSF, and then I'll go through the organic certification requirements. If we happen to run out of time for questions and I can't get to yours today, you can expect a response from me within the next week. We are NSF and QAI. We have been providing third-party certifications for 75 years and 31 years respectively to independently verify label claims and provide assurance that your product's claims are true. QAI is the leading provider of organic certification services in the US, and we're committed to innovation that moves organic forward. We currently certify about 8 out of 10 products that you see on retail shelves today. So a little bit about the state of the organic industry today. The organic food and beverage market has grown quite rapidly over the last 10 years and is now nearly a $50 billion industry, making up 5.5% of total US food and beverage sales in retail channels. According to SPINS, across the US, adoption of natural products is highest on both coasts, and California continues to drive the leading edge of natural product adoption with 13.9% market share for natural products. Among the categories driving natural products growth in this region are refrigerated juices and functional beverages, as well as refrigerated plant and dairy milks. Natural products dollar volumes are growing in every single region, but growth rates have slowed in all but one place, the Plains region. So if you're looking to expand your distribution, this may be a good area to tap into. It's clear that the natural and organic reach is gaining tremendous traction, and in 2018, 92% of US households purchased certified organic products. And with that being said, the average consumer is willing to pay a premium price for the gold standard product that which organic is. Particularly with what's going on in the world today, you're probably wondering where the current status is for organic food and beverages. Well, QAI recently sent a survey to all of our clients, specifically asking the following question. How has production or demand for your products changed in the past 30 days compared to the same period last year? The majority of the respondents, coming in at 38.9%, said that it has increased more than 10%. And this was closely followed by 22% of the respondents stating that their sales have increased between 1 and 10%. On the other side, 19.4% of the respondents indicated that demand for their products has declined more than 10%, and there was little to no evidence that operations had shut down or have experienced no change at all. What the data is showing from the majority of our QA clients is that the demand for organic products has continued to grow. The data collected around the booming organic food and beverage industry is helpful in understanding key trends that support strategic business decision making among both established and new brands. For brands today, transparency is not optional, it's the expectation. Selecting and earning the right certifications, the ones that matter the most to your consumers, is a clear and visible signal that you're walking your talk and the claims that you're making on your package are true and accurate. Certification logos are a visual representation of branding. They quickly and simply communicate your brand's values. your product values through a quick on-package certification logo or proof point. These proof points support your brand story and confirm that your product fits consumers' needs and preferences, whether dietary, religious, lifestyle, concerns about sustainable and humane sourcing, or even the desire to avoid chemicals or genetically modified ingredients. Certified organic is a great example of a company's values aligning with consumers' desire to be socially and environmentally responsible. And at the shelf, organic guides parents to select good-for-you products. Like many certifications, organic dives into your supply chain, the ingredients you choose to make your products, how they're sourced, how they're grown, and how you can bring them together in a facility that has the required compliance components to meet the standard of identity for organic. Organic is a commitment. A product making an organic claim must be at least 95% certified organic content, with the remaining 5% ingredients that are on a specific approved ingredient list. The power of organic is real, and the payoff happens at the shelf, and the process is certainly worth it. Organic defines your brand as being part of the solution, supporting health of people and the planet, healthy soil and climate change. Here you'll see the various organic certification standards that QAI can certify your product to. The majority of our business is certifying products to the USDA National Organic Program, but we are also accredited to certify to international standards such as the Canadian Organic Regime, EU certification, and Mexican SANITIZERS standard. Each of the previous certifications have a standard or protocol that defines what it means to make these claims. But the thing unique to organic certification is that in order to make an organic claim on a product's packaging, certification is required. Essentially, if you're an operation that produces products that you intend to label as either 100% organic, organic, or made with organic, you need to be certified. This includes everything from the farm level all the way up to processing operations, repacking the product, or even relabeling. However, there are a few exceptions. Operations exempt from having to be certified are businesses that do less than $5,000 in total annual sales, products that only identify any organic ingredients in the ingredient statement, brand owners that use contract manufacturers and only store the organic products themselves, and restaurant and retail operations that do not process organic products or use the USDA organic logo. Brand owners or traders are certified under a voluntary trader certification. You may be wondering why you would want to pursue a voluntary certification if it's optional, but there are quite a few advantages to this. One of the main reasons a trader would want to pursue this voluntary certification is the ability to have an organic certificate in your company's name rather than using your supplier's certificates to demonstrate compliance. And what I mean by that is oftentimes when you're selling your organic product onwards, retailers or purchasing agents will require a copy of your organic certificate. If you do not have a trader certification, then you will be required to provide them with a copy of your supplier's certificate, which essentially gives away your supply chain. Other reasons brands decide to pursue this certification is to keep their co-packers' information confidential from customers and stores, the ability to work directly with the certifier to ensure compliance of labels and formulas, and as a brand owner, all of the labels will say certified organic by QAI, regardless of your co-packer certification agency. So this makes it easy when you have multiple co-packers certified by different agencies, or if you want to change your co-packer at any time. Let's take a look at the steps to the organic certification and the requirements behind the USDA organic seal. While many labels promise undefined and unverified benefits, USDA Organic is a federally regulated program. As I mentioned earlier, in order for a product to bear the USDA Organic logo, it must undergo the certification process, and the product must be grown and processed without the use of toxic pesticides and fertilizers, GMOs, antibiotics, synthetic growth hormones, artificial flavors, colors, and preservatives, and sewage sludge and irradiation. Here you can see the producer timeline. In year 1, farmers immediately discontinue the use of prohibited pesticides and fertilizers and begin the process of rebuilding healthy soil. Land must be farmed without the use of GMOs or sewage sludge. In the 2nd year, the farmer is issued their certificate and their crop can be sold as certified transitional. The farmland must be managed organically throughout the entire transition period. By year 3, the farm has successfully implemented all requirements of the transitional protocol, and since it's been 3 years after the last prohibited substance was applied, the land is now eligible for organic certification. QAI works hard to simplify the organic certification standard and make it easy for clients to navigate the process. The certification process is shown here. We review the client's products and manufacturing facilities to ensure compliance to a chosen certification standard. Organic certification requires annual on-site audits to ensure the paperwork matches processes at the facility. Things like traceability of ingredients through the supply chain and segregation and cleanout practices in the manufacturing facility. If your business is working in a shared kitchen space or using a contract manufacturer, that's never a problem. We can guide you through that process as well. Something else to note is that we're also able to bundle certifications and perform more than one audit per visit when clients are getting multiple certifications. This slide outlines the 4 main components within your application packet: product composition, label claims, handling plan, and lastly, audit trail and record keeping. Once we've received all of your documentation, we'll review your product's formulation to make sure that they meet the requirements of the standards for your desired organic label claim. We'll take a look at your labels to ensure that they also meet the requirements and are compliant with the NOP standards. Next, we ask that you complete an organic system plan, which will be very similar to a HACCP plan. We'll review your critical control points and essentially want to know what procedures and processes you have in place to maintain the organic integrity of your product throughout the whole processing. The last thing that we'll look at is your audit trail and record keeping to demonstrate that you're not selling more product as organic than what you have. Depending on what ingredients your products consist of, you're allowed to make specific organic label claims. The USDA organic regulations have 3 levels of organic certification. Going from left to right, we have 100% organic, organic in the middle, and then made with organic on the right-hand side. Products certified to the 100% organic level must contain only 100% organic ingredients, besides water and salt, and are allowed to make a 100% organic claim on the label. They're also allowed to use the USDA organic seal as well as the Organic Certification Agency's logo. Products certified to the organic level must contain at least 95% certified organic ingredients besides water and salt, and the remaining 5% of the non-organic portion of the formulation must be listed on the national list, which is a specific list of allowed non-organic ingredients. They are allowed to make an organic claim on the label, as well as they are allowed to use the USDA organic logo and the certification agency's logo. A quick note on the USDA organic seal. First, it's only allowed on products certified to either the 100% organic or organic level. It's not allowed on products certified at the made with organic claim level. Also, the colors are regulated and it's only allowed in either green with a white background and a brown outer circle, which you'll see on the left-hand side, black with a white background, or black with a transparent background. Lastly, if the certifier's logo is used on the packaging as well, it's not allowed to be more prominent than the USDA organic seal. Finally, the made with organic claim. Products certified to the made with organic claim must contain at least 70% organic content, again, excluding water and salt from the calculation. Non-agricultural ingredients must be on the national list, but non-organic agricultural ingredients are allowed as long as they're produced without the use of prohibited methods. So this includes GMOs, irradiation, and sewage sludge as a fertilizer. You are allowed to make a made with organic specified ingredients or food groups claim, and you're also allowed to use the certifier's logo on your products. But with this claim, you're not allowed to use the USDA organic logo. Let's take a look at your facility's handling plan requirements. It's important to note that we do not schedule an on-site audit until your application has gone through the process and your operation is deemed certifiable on paper. Essentially, as a certified organic operation, you're required to preserve the organic integrity of your products throughout your handling and processing by segregating the products to prevent commingling with other non-organic products, as well as preventing contamination from substances such as boiler chemical additives, cleaners and sanitizers, and pest control materials. If you use a boiler in your handling of your organic products, the first thing we're going to need to know is whether or not boiler water or steam will come into contact with organic products or organic food contact surfaces. If you are using a jacketed system and there's no contact, then we're not concerned with the boiler chemicals used. However, if there is contact, then either the chemicals must be on the national list or measures must be taken to prevent contamination of the organic integrity of your products. Likewise, if cleaners and sanitizers that come into contact with organic products or organic food contact surfaces, they must either be on the national list, such as chlorine or peracetic acid, or measures must be taken such as an intervening event to ensure that the organic integrity is not compromised. Pest control must follow what we call the pest control hierarchy, with synthetic pest control substances only being allowed after measures to prevent pests through structural and sanitation, as well as traps, lures, and repellents have shown to be ineffective. Then, a documented attempt to use substances on the national list. Once all of the above have been attempted, a synthetic substance not on the national list may be used. as long as the certifier agrees on the substance as well as the measures used to prevent the substance from compromising the organic integrity of your products. The last thing that we'll cover in your audit prior to receiving certification is your audit trail and record keeping program. Through mass balance and traceability exercises, your audit trail and record keeping program must demonstrate your system's ability to compliance with the organic regulations, as well as that you're not producing more organic products than your supply chain would allow. And once you become certified organic, you must maintain records for 5 years. QAI and NSF manage a portfolio of label claim certifications, and we're experts in the regulations and requirements to earn these on-package claims. When a brand decides to pursue more than one certification, NSF and QAI can serve as a trusted one-stop shop. Most certification programs share core components, things like traceability of ingredients through the supply chain and segregation and cleanout practices in the manufacturing facility. So we can save you time and money as your business and product offerings grow. We're truly dedicated to making it easier for small brands to successfully enter the natural and organic market. And we do offer a flexible pricing structure that includes a small business discount, as well as discounts for bundling certifications and certification swaps. So that's it for today's presentation, and now we have some time for questions.